Good morning. My name is Armando Eduardo Peña Reyes. I'm a student of the class of Advanced English with Miss Jano. And today I'm going to talk about buying and what we should think about before buying a computer. This is going to be my last project and it's going to be for an attempt. So before we buy any kind of computers or we even think about buying some electronic devices in general, we should ask ourselves this question. What are we gonna use this dispositive for? Like you should really take time before you even like think about getting a computer and think about like, what do I need this computer for? Am I gonna open a business with it? Am I just gonna use it for gaming? Am I gonna use it for, work purposes, depending what's your career or what's your path? So we should really think about like what do we need this dispositive for before we get a computer or even think about building a computer or buying a computer. So in this way, we can know if we can get a gaming computer, an expensive one. These computers can go from $1,000 for like $5,000. Those computers are really expensive, but they bring everything you need from the market. Like if you're gonna use it for gaming, it's good to have like good storage, you know, good Wi-Fi system, like LAN cables, a good magnetic storages for you work on it. And if this is what we need the computer for, then I will recommend for you to get a gaming computer or build a gaming computer, like the ones I'm showing on the picture right now. Or if we're just gonna use it for work purposes or like to save information, look stuff online, make essays, we should really think about getting one of these laptops, the Windows laptops, or getting a Mac OS, like the MacBook, the Mac OS with computer and Apple. So depending on what you want, you can get the gaming one or the normal and regular ones that we use in our day by day. The second thing we should think about is the hardware of the computer, meaning like the components of it. What kind of storage do you want? What kind of display? Velocity in the internet, the kind of display that you want, what color do you want your computer, and all of that. Because in this way, you can have the constant ones. Like if you just need a PC, if you need like a PC, like an actual PC with a motherboard, like town, a display cam, um you should really think about it, because if you're gonna use a computer for traveling, then you should get a laptop. You should not be thinking about building a computer or having a PC. So the storages and the displays and hardware of the computer is really important before you get one. So depending on your needs and how much storage do you need, what kind of display do you need, what do I need this computer for, this is something that we should really think about before spending money in a computer. So the hardware is the main thing too. Keep talking about the storages. Depending on what you're gonna use the computer for, you need storage ASAP. For example, if in my career as a music technician, we mainly need storages because when we're making beats or making sounds in our computers, we need something to storage our work. So in this case, what I like to do is get like the most storage I can get for my money. You can get good storage for like $100 or $150. That's mainly good. But for example, for big companies like Apple and Windows, their team they need like mad information, so they really need good storage. In this case, we're talking about millions and millions of dollars in storages. Talking about the display again. As you can see here, we have any kind of display. The four kind of displays I wanted to talk about are like the Mac OS and Windows, as we can see in this picture here. We can see the Mac and the Dell. Depending on this this is mainly not about what you really need or going more for what you really like, not need like. So in this case, I'm more the Mac OS person. I like Apple, so I be getting the MacBooks, the Apple phones, and all of that. But there's people that like Windows more than Apple, so I would recommend them to get like more of a display going more to the Android and Windows side. So this is not really. It's more about what you really like more than what you really need. Now talking about the software. This is a main point too, because depending on what you already know, if you take a couple courses, or if you're a Windows person or or a MacOS person, these are two great softwares. They're really good. Both of them. I have both of them. I have a computer with Windows and I have a MacOS too. They're really good, but they're really different. So depending on what you like and what you feel comfortable with is when you're gonna decide if you want a Mac or a Mac or Android. Sorry, a Windows. So as I said, Windows, I don't have nothing bad to say about Windows. Windows is a really comfortable this they have really comfortable displays. Windows is just wonderful. It's really user friendly. If you're someone who doesn't know a lot about computers, Windows is pretty straightforward. Like it's easy to use, easy to go through. Most of the companies in VR and in the States, they have this kind of softwares because they're really user friendly. So if you're a person who doesn't know a lot about computers or like the user friendly systems, then I would recommend you to get a computer with this Windows software. And this is it. Thank you so much for watching my video and have a wonderful day.